have you tried turning it off and on again?
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my review for Glitch Text Season 2. Action, mystery, and a brand new recruit. That's just a little bit of what's going on in the Hinobi HQ Glitch Text Season 2. So we have 10 episodes instead of 9, which was the first season, and I'm so looking forward to talking about this. Now's the time to jump down below. Let me know who's your favorite character in the 2 seasons, if you've seen them both already. What do you like about this, and do you like the collaboration between Nickelodeon and Netflix? So Glitch Text reminds me of Pokemon. One part Nickelodeon cartoon. Chocobuzz, Neon Gloriousness, and Scott Pilgrim. Pretty much what Glitch Text is.
Thanks for playing.
So these 10 episodes, and I kind of want to talk about the music score and sound effects first, because I feel like that's one of the major strengths of this series. I'm so glad we have an extra episode. Every episode I really enjoy, but one of the things that's always stands out for me is the sound effects. The voice work, of course, is excellent, but we'll get to that. The sound effects are just, I feel like a nod for adults who are watching with their families, because this demographic is for 8 to 10-year-olds. But I do know a lot of older generations.
Welcome to Hinobi HQ.
That enjoy watching this, especially if you have young kids to watch with. If you love animations stories, then you're gonna love the animation in this. But the sound effects, there's so many quirks and nods to the retro gaming, and each episode there is like nods towards what we've had in the past, although sometimes they have to rename things. There's a particular episode called about Ping instead of Pong, the original game, and so they do lots of nods towards the original games, and they have the sound effects to go along with it.
Glitch contained.
Although most of the glitches that these kids have to catch is always about more futuristic gaming or more modern gaming, throughout each episode there is this retro feel with the color schemes as well. And so you have sound effects and you have score centered on that. All you have to do is go to the end of each episode to see that really retro ending score piece, which is fantastic. And I love it so much. And so that was what we had in Season 1. We have the same in Season 2. For each episode, whenever they're trying to catch a glitch, obviously they're going to have to, because it's called Glitch Text, there is this kind of retro theme. There's even a whole episode, and then there's a whole kind of background story of where one of our high five main characters has spent most of his childhood, and so you get to see him go to this retro store, and they recognize a whole bunch of originals, which I thought was really great. It's a nice way to like include everybody in this. So even if you're a youngster and you know all kind of modern versions of gamings, but if you're a bit older and you like where games come from, you respect that, I feel like it nods towards that, and it really finds its feeting. That's not good English at all.
What's wrong with these?
It really finds its footing with the score, the tempo, and the sound effects. It feels like it's a part of it. It's not just thrust upon it, and that I really appreciated. If we go and talk about the animation now, it's so smooth. It looks fantastic. Obviously the vibrancy of the animation will come alive to you, because it's so great to see something that's so alive, so full of life, so fun to watch. But the animation itself, I think I found it like the smooth is the word for this animation, because it is so smooth. Like the transitions are great. The way they animate their action sequences is fantastic. There are a lot of nods again to certain things that you'll recognize. Scott Pilgrim, the biff, the bosh, the bash, the smash. The gaming sound effects that are highlighted in animation, not just in sound effects, that you get to see that. I think that all works really well. The character designs I think are fantastic. Even though they have their tech suits, they look individual. They have individual character traits, and especially with the newbie, who I'm not going to talk too much about because I think she's really fun to discover on your own. Suffice to say that each character seems defined, and I like the way they start defining their characteristics. So let's talk about characters. So the characters in this are a lot of fun. I resonated a lot with the characters as for the younger generations because Hi-Fi's backstory, I thought anybody that has a heart is going to relate to that. His backstory, again, is further cemented in Season 2 as they delve back more into his story in Season 2. But then you get those other characters, especially the new ones.
You got yourselves a new recruit!
As they keep developing backwards. I also liked some of the side characters that they kind of develop. And so what I found interesting is that you have individual episodes that are actually only 20 minutes, 25 minutes including credits. But the 20 minutes of animation always has a nice decent story, as fast-paced, as exciting, as fun, exactly what you need for a generation demographic of 8 to 10 years old. But at the same time, they're managing to develop those characters, which I think is excellent. It's very well done. Let's talk about direction. Once you have your actors that are chosen well, which I think they have been, you just need to go and look at their IMDb list and see that they're not newbies. They've done this work a lot, especially the protagonist, and so you can feel comfortable in their expertise. And I feel like they bring that. So when the director asks them to take their character in a certain way, you feel that. You feel comfortable with their characters. They are who they are, they know who they are, but also the comedy timing and then dialogue delivery is often quite dry, and it often catches me off guard, which I thought was very good. It was well put together. All in all, I thought this the second season was excellent. I enjoyed it probably as much as the first one. I'm still trying to let it settle a bit to see which season I preferred. I like the way it follows on. I think I would now like if we're gonna get more seasons, a bigger arc, because most of this season is episodic in nature. Although they do start building an arc, there's plot that needs to happen here. So the plot or story is mostly about the backstory. It's about the individual catching the glitch. But we need that history of where it comes from, what kind of world this is. I do like that this world is somewhere situated in the iCarly world. There's a little Easter egg there for you if you can figure that out.
Did somebody call for tech support?
But I think it's fun. It works well. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the story and the characters in Season 3. It's surprising how much I enjoyed this. Maybe that's because I'm still a kid at heart, and that's okay with me. I'm going to give this a B+.
Yeah, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Chat to me in the comments below about what you thought about this season. Which season do you prefer? Season 1 or 2? Thanks so much for supporting my reviews. I do hope you kind of like the new format. It's more structured. Some people have said I ramble a bit too much. I'm trying to just get straight into it and give you the kind of overview of, hey, will I enjoy this? I hope you do enjoy this. I thoroughly enjoyed this series. I'm still trying to keep my flow and make it natural, but I want to break it down so you guys know exactly what you're getting in these series, TVs or films. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.